Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another example of a person who is deciding to take Akira Toriyama's death and make it into something where they want to attack him and the way that he drew black characters because they are racial grifters, and they didn't want to do it until he was dead, like the true cucks that they are. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy completely blocked me, mind you, after I called him out on Twitter, and we'll go over my post in a second. But for those of you curious, Geek Detective over here was nice enough to screenshot. I mean, I would have got it anyway, but thank you, Geek Detective, for doing your work. I appreciate you. He is Buster Keaton, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this creature that you're looking at right now is a real creature. It is a real thing. Unfortunately, I feel really bad for the black community right now because you have to claim this one. This is a person who thought it was a great idea to attack Akira Toriyama, and I'm going to absolutely destroy him in this video. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, this person, you can already tell where they stand. This man sucks an insane amount of it probably is very apparent by his, I guess, what do they call them? What do they call them now? Racially insensitive stereotypes when you talk about how big your motherfucking lips are and how big your fucking nose is. Yeah, I guess it's racial stereotypes, you fuck. But still, you want to take it upon yourself to attack Akira Toriyama, who's dead and is unable to defend himself. Very interesting. Fuck this, man. Let's get into this video. So we have a video from Daquan Wilson. Now, he's a funny ass dude. I've seen some of his original videos. Shout out to Daquan. I'm not Wilson. I'm sorry. Wiltshire. My bad. Daquan is a funny dude. Go follow him on Twitter. Absolutely hilarious. He is also a fan of anime and manga. He's a fan of Dragon Ball. And he saw what this absolute idiot decided to post, and he took it upon himself to make a video that I thought was pretty funny. Now, he said he wasn't going to post this video on his YouTube because he doesn't want it to get banned. But I am going to post this video because I'm a psychopath, and that's what we do here in the Bigot Army, and I thought it was pretty funny. So let's play it, and then I'll come back.
So tell me why I'm scrolling through Twitter, right? And I see this tweet come across my timeline that says, y'all are saying rest in power for a man who literally designed this racist-ass character design. Now, we all watch Dragon Ball Z, so we've seen Mr. Popo before, but I can understand why this person got mad because this looks like it. Look at this nigga. I can't believe this nigga chose to disrespect Akira Toriyama on the day of his death. Well, since you want to send Akira Toriyama off with that, let's see if we can send you off with this. You don't get your big ass Bridget from Trolls Rage, Shinron, Elder Guru, Majin Buu, Fat Gotenks, Hoggies, Greedly, Janemba, Black Yajirobe, Luffy, Get for a Tank Man, Grimace, Queen, Big Mom, Gloria from Madagascar, PJ from a Goofy movie, Grow Sister, Rasputia, BFB the Fag Man, Steel from Juice, Faison Love, Big X the Plug. Look at this fat ass, fat from 8 Mile, built ass. The fuck up out of here!
Oh my God, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. And I felt that. I could see it in his eyes, man. I could see it in his eyes. This is what everybody else is feeling.
So tell me why I'm scrolling.
This is what everybody else is feeling because ultimately, these people are attacking Akira Toriyama in complete bad faith. They are also the biggest pussies I've ever seen in my life if they were attack someone who just recently passed away, and you want to attack him because you want to racially grift. You want to racially grift off of someone's death. You want to pretend. Here's the best thing. You want to pretend as if Mr. Popo is racist, right? And yet you look almost exactly like him. You're just not as black as he is, but you damn sure got the shape. You damn sure got the lips. And if you could see Mr. Popo's nose, I guarantee you damn sure got his nose too. So, I mean, what are we really talking about? What are we really talking about, right? These are people who are assholes. These are people who are the lowest of the low. You already thought in your mind, damn, man, these people can't get any worse, can they? Well, no, they can. They actually can get worse. They can get so bad to the point where they're attacking someone who just recently died because they want to racially grift off his death. It is quite incredible to see this entire thing go down because someone decides they want to racially grift. And honestly, like I said, let's go back to this post. Holy fuck, I've never seen an uglier creature in my life, and I've seen a lot in this space. There's literally no way that you found a way to combine all of the ugliest stereotypes into one being. Then you have the audacity to complain about Mr. Popo. Laughing my ass off what? So I made it very clear. My intentions with this, I wanted him to understand that he is no better than the racial stereotypes that he says exist in Akira Toriyama's work. You don't know Akira Toriyama's work. You don't care about Akira's work. You don't care about it at all. You just saw an opportunity to try to make it a thing. You saw Akira Toriyama trending on Twitter, and you're like, hey, let me talk about this racially offensive character to me and see if I could get some clicks off of his death. That's what this person did, and that's why I have zero respect for him. And it seems like I'm not the only one. Again, we have so many people that are agreeing with what I was saying, because ultimately, whether you watch Dragon Ball Z religiously, whether you know Dragon Ball religiously, or whatever the case may be, or whether you're just a normie and you've only heard of the name, ultimately, you grew up on Dragon Ball at some way, shape, or form at some point in time. Most little boys did, right? I can't be the only one. Most young boys did grow up watching DBZ. And then even when you became an adult, you were still excited to see DBZ. When Dragon Ball Super came out, why do you think it was so successful? It's because so many people grew up on Dragon Ball and it became such a huge name that there was no way it wasn't going to be successful. It touched the hearts of many people, black and white and everything in between. That's the funny thing. That roasting video we just watched from Daquan was from a black guy. So what do you got to say about that, right? What do you got to say about that? It's the tourists of the scene that have an issue with it, right? These people are tourists. It's the same thing like Sweet Baby Inc. It's the same thing with gaming. They're all tourists. They actually don't watch anime. They actually don't read manga. They don't care about this stuff. They only care about it when it's racially, good for them to do so. When they're able to actually grift off of anything that's in the scene that they deem offensive. That's when they're going to jump in. That's when they're going to say something. And that's when they're actually going to try to get their point across. But until then, they don't care. They're at home watching, I don't know, Housewives of Atlanta or something. They don't really care about anything that we're into. This is why gatekeeping is a thing. This is why Gamergate 2.0 is currently happening, and it will continue to happen against people like this. So let it be known to morons like this guy who decided to block me. If you want to attack someone who's no longer alive, guess who's going to defend him? It's not going to be himself, and he never would have gave you the benefit of the time anyway. It's not going to be him. It's going to be people who are fans of his work. And when I say, I promised in my last video when I talked about that retard Chris Kindred, when I said that I'm going to devote all my power and time to making sure these companies and people like this get exposed for the pieces of shit they are, well, guess what? You are also on that list as well for the bigot army. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.
What?